Dusted some icing sugar and even a bit of cocoa powder on top. I used some leftover meringues I had at home to decorate it. I will definitely try it with some raspberries. Meanwhile, enjoy it. It's so delicious. Tart au chocolat. We are going to start by buttering our tin. Use softened butter and a brush and make sure the base of your tart tin is removable. Next, we are going to use a ready-made short crust, or if you can, do your own. I have plenty of recipes for short crust pastry, but I feel it works really well with a good quality French pure butter, short crust, or pâte sablée or pâte brisée. I rolled it a bit, transferred it to the tin using the parchment paper that it came stuck on, which is super, super easy. If you get a little tears, just patch it up using some pieces of the hanging dough. Now make sure to leave the dough hanging, so when you bake it, it doesn't shrink. We are going to fill it with our baking beans or any dry pulses and refrigerate it so the dough chills and relaxes and gives us the perfect crust. Next, we are going to put our chocolate over a small pot of simmering water. It's a bain-marie. Make sure the water doesn't touch the bowl and simmer it until it melts. In this pot, we are adding the milk and the double cream or heavy cream, whipping cream, and bring it to a simmer. Now in a separate bowl, I'm cracking the eggs. I'm gonna gently whisk them before making sure that the chocolate has melted and the milk has boiled. Okay, so now everything is ready at this stage. My eggs are ready, and I'm gonna gently temper the eggs with the hot milk. It is imperative to add the milk mixture very, very slowly to heat the eggs without creating a scrambled eggs situation. That is tempering. It's going to make the raw eggs safe. Now through a fine mesh sieve, we are going to pass the egg and milk mixture. You're going to see we are going to get some little egg residue. Now we are going to gently mix these together. Do not use a whisk. We do not want little bubbles. It will ruin our smooth tart. And you should not use wood with chocolate. It seizes or separates, so just use a rubber spatula and keep mixing. Now I have blind baked my tart with the beans on top. I will cut the edges. I have cut the edges, and that will create a really nice and sharp looking tart. Now what you should do at this stage is bake it again before pouring in the chocolate. Now when you bake it again to dry it out, do not switch off the oven. You just pour the chocolate in and make sure to shake it a bit to level it. Put it on a tray, take it, look how beautiful and glossy it is. Take it to the oven, put it on the middle shelf, and when you put it in, ta-da, and you close the door, you turn off the heat and you leave it to slowly and gently cook in the oven. Now you have your tart. Next step is creating some chocolate curls. I just melted some dark chocolate, put it on a glass chopping board into the fridge for 10 minutes, and then using anything that is metallic and sharp, I just created some chocolate rolls. You can use a vegetable peeler that will create a powder or a finer chocolate shavings. You can see it. I had it on top of my tart. Next, I just dusted some icing sugar and even a bit of cocoa powder on top. I used some leftover meringues I had at home to decorate it. I will definitely try it with some raspberries. Meanwhile, enjoy it. It's so delicious.